You're listening to I've Been Cooking, where chefs and food lovers take apart delicious dishes and piece by piece tell the story of how they're made. I'm Andrea, and I hope you enjoyed today's show.
Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. Today we're tackling something pretty iconic, something that I think everyone's had at least once, fish and chips.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a staple, right?
Yeah,
But there's so much more to it than meets the eye.
exactly. We're going beyond just fish and chips. Like,
Right.
what makes this so special? Where did it even come from? So much to unpack.
Well, picture this. It's 19th century England. Industrial Revolution is in full swing.
Okay, setting the scene.
Right. And you've got these bustling coastal towns suddenly linked to the cities by these brand new railways.
So fresh fish inland, game changer.
Huge. Suddenly everyone wants a taste of the coast, but, affordable.
Makes sense. So fish and chips was like the perfect solution. Affordable, tasty, and now accessible.
Spot on. That's how it became a national icon.
Wow. I never thought of it that way. Okay, but what about the recipe itself? I mean, I've got it right here. It doesn't seem that complicated. We've got our cod or haddock fillets, potatoes, flour, baking powder, salt, bit of water.
And oil for frying, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Can't forget that. Plus the essentials, malt vinegar, lemon wedges.
And mushy peas. Can't forget the mushy peas. Some folks even add those.
Oh, right. Mushy peas. The
Ooh.
true test of a fish and chips connoisseur, right?
Uh-huh. You could say that. But yeah, the beauty is in the simplicity. It's all about the technique.
Okay, so let's break it down step by step. What's first?
Potatoes. Got to start with those potatoes. Peeling, cutting them into nice thick chips, giving them a good rinse to get rid of that extra starch.
Okay, so you get that fluffy inside.
Exactly. Fluffy inside, crispy outside. That's the goal.
So while the potatoes are doing their potato thing, what's next?
Batter time. Flour, baking powder, pinch of salt, then slowly whisk in cold water.
Till it's all smooth, right? No lumps.
Exactly. Now here's a pro tip. Pop that batter in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Let it chill.
Chill the batter. Why is that?
It lets the gluten in the flour relax, gives you a lighter, crispier batter in the end.
Ah, so it's a patience game.
Gotcha.
Okay, batter's chilling, potatoes are prepped. Time for the main event, the frying.
The moment we've all been waiting for. And for that, we need our oil nice and hot. 350 degrees Fahrenheit to be precise.
That's pretty hot. Why so specific?
Got to get that perfect golden crust without making things greasy, It's a delicate balance.
Yeah, soggy fish and chips are a tragedy. Okay, oil's hot. What's next?
The two-step fry. This is what takes it to the next level.
2 steps. Lay it on me.
First, the potatoes. Blanch them for about 3 to 4 minutes. This softens them up inside and gets them ready for round 2.
So like a pre-fry.
Exactly. Pre-fry for the potatoes. Then, while they're resting, we coat our fish in that lovely chilled batter and gently lower it into the hot oil.
Ooh, can't wait for that.
4 to 5 minutes per side, or until it's golden brown and beautiful. But don't forget to check. Fish should flake easily with a fork when it's done.
All right, got it. Fish is frying, potatoes are resting. What about those potatoes for round 2?
Back into the hot oil they go. Another 2 to 3 minutes until they're golden and crispy.
And then we feast.
Then, the moment of truth. Remember, fish and chips is best enjoyed fresh. Hot, crispy, straight out of the fryer.
Okay, no soggy fish here.
Right. Splash of malt vinegar, sprinkle of salt, squeeze of lemon, maybe some mushy peas if you're feeling adventurous.
Sounds like a dream. And the perfect way to end this part of our deep dive. But wait, there's more to uncover.
Stay tuned for part 2. We'll be back with more fish and chips goodness you won't want to miss.
Okay, so we've covered the basics, but I gotta know, are there any, pro tips? Anything to really elevate our fish and chips game?
Absolutely. Even with a classic like this, there's always room for a little finesse, let's talk about the batter for a second.
Okay, yeah. I'm all ears. Batter secrets, let's hear them.
Some folks swear by adding a splash of beer to the batter.
Beer. Interesting.
Yeah, or even sparkling water. It just adds a touch of lightness, a little extra something special.
I can see that. Adds a little depth of flavor.
Exactly. And speaking of flavor, what about the fish itself? Cod and haddock are the classics, but...
Right, but can you use other fish?
Okay.
Gotta ask.
Of course. It's your fish and chips, right? So go wild. Pollock, tilapia, even some sustainable options are great.
Ooh, sustainable fish and chips. Love that. Okay, but what about the frying? Any secrets there? For that perfect golden crust?
Well, remember that two-step fry. Here's the thing. Don't overcrowd the pan. Give everything space to breathe in the oil.
Makes sense. If it's all crammed together, it can't crisp up properly.
Precisely. And once it's all golden and glorious, don't forget those finishing touches.
Like what?
Little things. Sprinkle of sea salt, maybe a dash of cayenne if you like a little heat.
Ooh, cayenne. Bold move.
It's all about experimenting, finding what you like, and of course, gotta have that malt vinegar. Classic.
Can't forget the malt vinegar. What makes it so special anyway? Seems like every fish and chip shop has it.
It cuts through the richness, adds that tangy complexity that just works so well. And lemon wedges. Gotta have that burst of freshness.
It's like a whole flavor journey.
Yeah.
But okay, what about sides? Is it mushy peas or bust?
Mushy peas are a classic for sure. But hey, try a tartar sauce or a slaw, even a nice fresh salad for some contrast.
Ooh, a slaw sounds pretty good with all that fried goodness.
See? It's all about making it your own.
This is making me hungry. I'm ready for my own fish and chips adventure. But wait, we're not done yet, are we?
Nope. Stay tuned for part 3, where we dive into the cultural impact of this beloved dish. You won't want to miss it.
Okay, so we've talked about the history, the how-tos, the pro tips.
Yeah.
But what about the bigger picture? Like, why is fish and chips such a thing? Culturally speaking.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? I mean, it's just fried fish and potatoes, right?
Yeah.
But it's become so much more than that.
Yeah, it's like comfort food, but on a whole other level. It's tied to memories, to experiences.
It's that connection to the past, too. Like we talked about, its roots in the working class, the whole Industrial Revolution era. It's a taste of history, literally.
I always think of fish and chips as a social food, too. You share it with people. It's not something you just eat alone in your kitchen.
Exactly. It's about that shared experience.
Yeah.
Gathering around, telling stories, having a laugh, and good food just makes it better.
And it's not just an English thing anymore, either. You see fish and chips everywhere now.
It's global. But even with all the variations, the heart of it stays the same. That crispy fish, those fluffy chips, it's a universal language almost.
It's amazing how food can do that, bring people together. Okay, but enough from us. We want to hear from you. What are your fish and chip stories? Did you try the recipe? Any epic fails or incredible wins?
Head over to our social media. We're at I've Been Cooking on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. Share your culinary adventures with us.
And don't forget, the full recipe, all the pro tips, and a whole lot more are on our website, I've Been Cooking. That's I've-been.cooking. I've-been.cooking.
And before we sign off, one last food for thought. We've talked about frying, but what about baking fish and chips for a healthier spin, Could it work? Let us know what you think. Until next time, happy cooking, everyone.
Hi, it's Jamie, and if you enjoyed today's episode of I've Been Cooking, we'd love for you to share it. Leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new recipe. Do you know someone who loves cooking as much as you do? Send this episode their way. And hey, let's stay connected. You can find us on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook at I've Been Cooking. Tag us to show off your creations and join a community of food lovers worldwide. And if you want to chat with us directly, we're always hanging out on Discord. You'll find the link to join in the footer of our website at I've Been.cooking. Until next time.